Inching towards catastrophe, the urgent need for reform in Pakistan. As of December 2022, Pakistan holds external debt and liabilities of $126.3 billion. Nearly 77% of this debt, amounting to $97.5 billion, is directly owed by the government of Pakistan to various creditors. An additional $7.9 billion is owed by government-controlled public sector enterprises to multilateral creditors. Who are these creditors? Pakistan's creditors fall in four broad categories: multilateral debt, Paris Club debt, private and commercial loans, and Chinese debt. Pakistan's large external debt comes with considerable repayment pressure. From April 2023 to June 2026, Pakistan needs to repay $77.5 billion in external debt. For a $350 billion economy, this is a hefty burden. The major repayments in the next 3 years are to Chinese financial institutions, private creditors and Saudi Arabia. There is a real danger that nuclear-armed Pakistan, with a population of nearly 230 million people, may be unable to meet its external debt obligations, which will trigger a sovereign default. To avert this scenario, Pakistan needs IMF's continued support as well as help from Chinese and Middle Eastern partners. Pakistani leadership has been asking the United States to intercede with the IMF, but that effort hasn't borne fruit in the way they hoped for. If Pakistan ultimately defaults, there will be a cascade of disruptive effects. Crucially, Pakistan's imports could be disrupted, which could lead to a shortage of some essential goods and commodities. In Sri Lanka, the disruption of oil imports stoked public discontent, protests and a change in government. Pakistan, which is already seeing intense political conflict between Sharif's government and opposition leader Mr. Imran Khan, may also see the economic crisis creating more political turmoil. And given Pakistan's demographic profile and surging terrorism threats, the resulting crisis could go in unexpected directions. The country has also been marred by inflation as the population struggles to cope up with the rising prices and depreciating currency. As prices of essentials spiked, the State Bank of Pakistan, in a meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee (MPC), on April 4 decided to increase the interest rate by 100 basis points to 21%. The MPC noted that inflation in March 2023 rose further to 35.4% and is expected to remain high in the near term. The magnitude of the dysfunction is immeasurable. Once a formidable rival to India, Pakistan, with its agriculturally prosperous state of Punjab at the helm, held its own despite losing 4 wars against its larger neighbor. In 1990, the average income per capita in both countries was nearly equal. India's per capita income was around $370, while Pakistan's was approximately $490. However, the tables have turned drastically, with Indians now enjoying an average income that surpasses that of Pakistanis by 50%. Plagued by abysmal governance, violence, instability, and armed with nuclear capabilities, Pakistan now faces the added danger of internal strife due to the public outrage allegedly incited by Mr. Khan. What exacerbates the situation is the projected population growth of over 100 million by 2050. What's the solution? The only viable solution to this mess lies in the complete withdrawal of the military from politics. Without this crucial change, Pakistan stands little chance of acquiring the competent and deserving governance it urgently requires. The time for such action is at hand. The upcoming election should proceed as planned, enabling Mr. Khan and his party, though unremarkable, to participate freely. The decision of who should govern lies in the hands of Pakistani voters, who can hardly make a worse choice than their self-appointed military leaders. These supposed protectors of Pakistan have achieved little beyond diminishing its standing, weakening its foundation, and subjecting its people to impoverishment. Inching towards catastrophe, the urgent need for reform in Pakistan.